So today I'm here with Rob, and we are going to do a lovely facial spa. We did a very similar one a couple of weeks ago now.
Yeah.
You feeling comfortable?
Yeah.
Very good. So yeah, we did a similar one a couple of weeks ago, almost identical to this, except I will use some gloves for this one. Because back then you basically just had to trust what I popped on your face, and I didn't describe any of it.
Yeah.
Because it was a very quiet, relaxing session. So today I will go through all the products before I apply them, so that you can trust that I'm a professional. So yeah, I'll start with the facial cleanse, which is a more superficial facial cleanse.
Yeah.
I'll then move on to a rosehip toner to keep the face nice and taut.
Yeah.
I'll then move on to I will then move on to a facial scrub, which is more of like a deep cleanse, and I'll use the little facial scrub brush as well.
Yeah.
Which looks a bit like this. That one there.
Yeah.
And then I'll obviously wash all of that off in between. Then I will use a face-friendly oil to do a massage, which is good for lymphatic drainage and getting all of the blood flowing through here.
Yeah.
Then I will apply a face serum to prepare for a moisturiser at the very end, and I know you really like these. You see them all over the place these days. They're little frosty globes, and they're very cooling.
Yep.
So I will... Well, actually, first of all, let me get these gloves. Hope you're all good with vinyl. Here we go. There we are. So the first thing I'm going to apply is a facial cleanser. It's a foaming one. It's much more superficial, used for just clearing dirt and bacteria and things on your face. This brand is As Clear, and so it's a foaming wash. I'll apply that now. It's got lots of bubblies. All comfortable there?
Yeah.
Want to avoid your eye there. rinse that off you. Is that temperature all right?
Yeah, it's a good temperature.
That's just our little dog you can hear in the background there. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to apply is a facial toner. It's a witch hazel and aloe vera formula. It is also consists of, it's actually a rose petal facial toner. So the idea is to basically balance the pH in your skin prior to doing any further work on it. It has a particularly nice cooling effect. It sort of creates a nice sauce. I always like the feeling of how slippery it gets when you apply it. Yeah. Actually, I just realised that there's actually a little thing I can pour it out slowly in. Here we go. Okay, I'm now going to apply a facial scrub. So it sort of goes to a next level as far as cleansing is concerned. It now goes into a little bit deeper into the various pores. I will first of all start with my hands, and then I'll actually use the cleansing brush, which the idea is that it perforates the skin a little bit more when you apply it. This one here, Two Dudes, that's the brand, and it is got pumice stone and jojoba beads. I think it's jojoba or jojoba. apply a little bit more and add it to the scrub. I really like how foamy the scrub makes things. I remember growing up when I was like a teenager, and they used to have these ads on the TV. This is like OG ASMR before the internet. Well, before the internet like had ASMR, and they had these ads, these infomercials at like 3 a.m. in the morning, and there were these like ladies using these, they looked a bit like this, but I think they were electronic, and they were like scrub brushes, and they would apply them on themselves, and I would get like OG ASMR from those infomercials, and they would help me sleep. And the cool thing is on the back is a like a massager, which I'll use during the facial massage. It's sort of like a rubbery texture to help bring blood to the top of the skin for repair and all that sort of good stuff. Just doing a second pass with the brush. You are particularly lucky because your skin doesn't look like it's ever really had too many breakouts. So, yeah. This is just the facials for you, just kind of add an extra layer of shine. So I'm just focusing on the areas where there tends to be a lot of extra congestion in most people's case. It's just around the nose and the cheeks. I'm just going to rinse that off, and then I'll go on to the massage. Sorry, just got to get around here. Okay. Just going to change these gloves because they are now covered in cleanser. Okay, so we're going to use a face-safe oil, because as you know, oil can also be not that helpful on the face sometimes, but this is a face-safe one. It is unfortunately very hard for me to read it. It is fragrance-free, vegan-friendly. What's it made from? Well, I can't see the oil type, but what I can see is that it's a rosehip based one. Yeah. In fact, it might actually be the rosehip that is, maybe it's like oil strip extracted from rosehip. Alright. I will catch those drops before they fall, hopefully. Smells nice.
It does smell nice.
I've always liked the rose-based products. Well, rose. Actually, I really need to check whether rosehip is related to rose, but anything that has like rose or witch hazel, I always like those. Just get you to turn to your side slightly here. So we include the sternocleidomastoids, these large muscles on the neck here, carrying a lot of stress up to the neck, especially the pivot right here, and also to the face. Is that pressure okay?
It's good.
now going to apply a facial serum base, which just sets the scene for the moisturiser. This is a Lotus brand facial serum base. For ingredients, please refer to the website. We will just have to trust. Lastly, I will use the moisturiser, if I can find it. Here it is. So what I'll do is I will apply some, and I'll use the back side of this brush here just to kind of apply a bit more of just a massage to get the blood flowing again.
Yeah.
Then I'll add a little bit more of the moisturiser, not too much, and then I will finish with those lovely ice globes. This is also another one from Lotus, unscented moisturiser, and the ingredients are on the website. It is New Zealand made though, so that's usually, one hopes that's trustworthy. So it feels like quite a lot at the moment, but it does all absorb. Does that feel alright?
That's good.
this little roller, which I didn't mention before. It's like, I cannot remember the name of what it's made out of. Quartz, I think. It's a bit like a gua sha, but it's more of a rolly type effect. Does that feel alright?
It's really good.
Okay. Ice globe time. You look now like a bit of a glazed donut. Cool. Wow. Thanks for being my subject today. We're all done. So yeah, hopefully you'll sleep well tonight, and I'll see you next time.